Hi, it's Nick James here. Now, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you've got some questions about how the MP3 player works. So let me just run through the out-of-box experience with the MP3 player and overcoming and troubleshooting some issues that you may have from time to time. So the first thing is, it comes in this brown cardboard box, and inside we have a jewel case. So on the top of the box you've got the MP3 player, and the other things that you should have in the box as well is a new pair of earphones in a bag, all tied up nicely, a USB cable. Now the USB cable is for two reasons. Firstly, it's to help you transfer the transcription PDF of the core training materials from the MP3 player device to your smartphone or your tablet or your computer, but also this is the charging cable as well, because within the MP3 player obviously there's a rechargeable battery, and this is how you want to charge that up. So I'll go through the charging up process first, and then we'll look at how to transfer the PDF from the device later. The other thing at the bottom of the jewel case as well is you should find some basic instructions showing you how to play, pause and turn up and down the volume and go forwards and backwards between tracks on the MP3 player as well. So that's everything that's there. Let me just take the MP3 player off the mounting just for a second. Now, before we get started, just want to show you next to the earphone socket, we've got this little on-off switch. Now, when the unit's turned on, there should be a blue light that illuminates, a blue LED. If that doesn't happen, it could be because the battery has become flat, because either it was left on when it was in transit to you, maybe it was left on when it left the factory. By default, as standard, there's a little bit of charge in this unit. So if you turn it on and you don't see that blue steady light, then it could be the battery's flat. So let's go through that process to start with, and let's assume that we need to put a little bit of charge into the unit. Well, the first thing that we need to do is take the USB lead and the small plug. Obviously we just need to slip that into the player itself, and then we put the other USB socket into our device, whether it's a laptop, whether it's a tablet or what have you. Now generally when you plug anything into your computer, it's going to make a sound when it gets connected, as you just heard my computer do then, and we'll just leave it sat there in the off position for about 5 minutes or so. Okay, so I left that for a few minutes. We'll now unplug that device, we'll turn it on, and we can see that the blue light is on constant. If it flashes, it could be because the device is actually playing some audio. Now, it won't make for a good video help tutorial if you can't hear the audio that's coming out of this device. So instead of using these headphones here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug my desktop speakers from my laptop, and I'm going to plug them into the socket here so you can hear what's going on. So let me just reach over and unplug those, and I'll plug them into the player. So that's why you see a green socket sticking out of the MP3 player now. So what we'll do is we'll go and turn that back on. The blue light's on, and then what I'm going to do is press the play pause button.
Hello there, it's Paul Hollins here. Welcome to this session.
And I'll just press pause. So now you can hear Paul with the introduction to the Fiverr formula. Obviously there's a volume button on here as well, so we can turn that all the way down by pressing the minus button, and we can turn the volume up by pressing the plus button.
Easier than ever before.
Now if you've listened to the core training and you wish to listen to some of the other messages or the bonus interviews that Paul's recorded, then what we need to do is just press the forward track button.
Over the next hour or... Hi there, it's Paul again here with a very quick but important... Hi, I'm Paul Hollins and welcome to this Fiverr. Hi, I'm Paul Hollins and welcome to this...
So there's all the audio there. So that concludes the first part of this help video showing you how to use this MP3 player. Let me now concentrate on how to connect it up to your computer so you can transfer off the PDF transcript. So I'm just going to unplug my speakers, and I'm going to plug the unit back into the USB. Okay, so let's have a look at how this is on screen.
As soon as the device is connected, generally what happens in Windows is you get an autoplay dialog box that pops up and offers you a few options. The one we're interested in really is the one that says open and view files. Now the other icons we have on here may or may not appear on your computer. It depends on the software that you've got installed in your machine, but really we're interested in open and view files. And then a Windows Explorer window will pop up showing you the files and the folders that we've got stored on the MP3 device. And you'll find the Fiverr Formula Core training, a little update message from Paul, as well as the interviews that have been saved onto the MP3 player. But this is the reason that we've used USB, is to get the transcript from the MP3 player. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight that, right click, and we're going to select copy from the pop-up list. And then what I'll do is I'll minimize that window, and then I'll right click and I'll paste that onto my desktop of my computer, or in a location that you want to save that training transcript to. It's an Adobe PDF file. Now Adobe comes preloaded with most Windows machines these days. If not, just go and Google download Adobe Reader and you'll be able to install the free Adobe Reading software. To open up the PDF, just double click and your computer will then be able to open the core training transcript PDF. And this is what the PDF looks like. Got a front cover, tells you it's the core training transcript, a little picture of Paul and an introduction, and then it goes straight into the transcript. So it's 33 pages, nice and quick to print off, or just read it on screen. If you've got any other questions about connecting your MP3 player to your device, please let us know.
And there we go. I really hope that this video has helped you to see how to use the MP3 player device. Of course, if you're still having problems, then the best thing to do is to send us a quick email to support@internetmarketingtrainingclub.com, and we'll aim to get back to you within 48 hours. Thanks again for watching this video, and I really do hope you enjoy the Fiverr formula.